Joining us also now from Washington, D.C. is White House columnist for The Hill. That's Niall Stanage. Niall, thanks for doing double duty for us today. I appreciate that.
Good to be here, Mitch. Thanks.
All right. Now, normally I'm a little bit more articulate in my question asking, but if Ron DeSantis used COVID funds to transport migrants from Texas to Florida to Martha's Vineyard, so what? That's my question to you.
Well, the question is whether that qualifies as legitimate use of COVID funds themselves. The COVID funds specifically are, naturally enough, supposed to help a particular state and its citizens recover from the pandemic. Where Governor DeSantis may well be on safer ground is this argument that the money used in this case was interest earned on the COVID funds. Florida got around $9 billion, this $12 million purportedly part of the interest earned on that fee, and Treasury guidelines appear to give quite a lot of leeway as to how interest earnings like that can be utilized.
Well, now that's why I should ask better questions. But the reason I say so what is just because, is this indictable? Has a crime been committed? Is it going to have any impact on his election against Charlie Crist? The folks that support him probably support what he's done here, whether or not he used state taxpayer money. So what is the end game for the result or for this investigation here from Ed Markey, the Massachusetts senator and the like? What are they trying to get out of this?
Well, one thing I think critics would say they're trying to get out of it is a headline. You mentioned the fact that Governor DeSantis is in a re-election fight with the Democrat Charlie Crist, Mr. Crist himself a former governor. There is an argument here that even if the substance doesn't measure up to something, even if there's no actual wrongdoing found, you still create a headline which is essentially governor under investigation. And that's not a headline that any governor or anyone in a re-election race loves within the last month before Election Day. I do, though, take your point. I don't necessarily see there being huge ramifications for the governor in a broader sense. And it's worth noting he's up by a comfortable margin in the polls against Congressman Crist.
And now, prior to all this, we should mention that DeSantis noted that the Biden administration has been flying migrants around the country itself, often without much known about these transports, who's going, where they're going. We have heard the same from some other GOP governors. So what do you make of that comparison?
There are important distinctions, actually. It's not an exact apples-to-apples comparison. For a start, the Biden administration's flights are often involving children. And that's because the federal government is prohibited, for understandable humanitarian reasons, for holding children beyond a certain period of time. So these flights are to connect children with sponsors, in other words, typically relatives or friends of the family who will care for them while cases are being adjudicated. So that's an important distinction. The other important distinction is that some of the migrants in Governor DeSantis's case have filed a legal suit arguing that they were misled to be put on these flights in the first place. And there's the broader question of whether these flights, the DeSantis flights, are part of a political ploy, which isn't really a charge that is relevant or sustainable as far as the Biden administration's flights are concerned.
All right, that is Niall Stanage. He is, well, we call him the king of the hill around here. Niall, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.